Bayern Munich, the German football giant that is slowly starting to fall apart. This season has been one of the biggest challenges they have had to face in a very long time in the Bundesliga and just all around in every competition that they've been in. But what is going on necessarily with this Bayern Munich side, who have all the talent, have all the good players in the world, but just are failing to improve and get better and actually win games? Yo, what is going on, my YouTube people? 2099 back here with another video, and as a Bayern fan myself, I didn't want to make this video, but I felt like I had to, simply because this team at the moment is losing it. Okay, now usually a lot of people would say, well, Bayern Munich, you guys always win the league. We've won it 11 times in a row, and we're coming now in a situation where we have gone a lots of losses, not as much as a bottom team or regulation side team, of course, but for a giant, we are suffering quite a lot of losses. And as of the time of recording, our next game is against Leipzig. Now, whether we win that or not, we will still be a lot of points down to Bayer Leverkusen, which we're gonna get into in a bit. And it's crazy to see that Bayer Leverkusen have beaten our record for the longest, I guess, Bundesliga winning streak. Now that they've won all of their games, they haven't lost a single game yet, which I think is absolutely insane to see. And they're doing so well, not only in the Bundesliga, but they're doing well in the Europa League as well. So this Bayer Leverkusen side, I've made a video about it in the past. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do so. It's amazing. But before we continue with this video, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. It does help me a lot. Follow all my socials, my Instagram, Twitter, my TikTok, Discord. All that will be down in the description for you guys to check out. And let's get on with the video. So like I was saying, Bayern Munich you can kind of say, are in a sort of crisis now. The reason as to why they are is, well, they are kind of on their way to not winning their first Bundesliga title in, like I said, a very, very long time. And whether that's up to the manager himself, Thomas Tuchel, or the players, I think both of them are to blame. Now, I love Thomas Tuchel. I think he's a brilliant coach, but I don't think his style necessarily fits Bayern, and it restricts a lot of the players that are in that Bayern side. Joshua Kimmich is probably the number one example, which you guys have seen the rumors. Apparently, he's open to leave Bayern Munich if Tuchel still stays in with Bayern Munich, which I wouldn't want to see Joshua Kimmich go, because I think he's such a talented player, but at the same time, I don't necessarily blame him. So let's start with that 3-0 loss against Leverkusen, which I saw, and it was a complete domination from Bayer Leverkusen. I mean, Bayern literally didn't have a single positive out of that game, in my opinion. They had a few players that were all right, Kim Min-jae, maybe Mazraoui was actually quite decent, but other than that, Harry Kane was nowhere to be found, Musiala was nowhere to be found, Leroy Sané, all these guys. Now, I understand Bayern Munich are in this situation where we do have a lot of injuries. A lot of our players are actually out when you think about it. I'm thinking of Alphonso Davies, Bouna Sarr, even our recent signings, Sasha Bowie and Brian Zaragoza. These guys are out. We've got Kingsley Coman, Serge Gnabry, Konrad Leimer. All these guys are injured, and these guys are pretty big players for us, especially, Gnabry, Coman. These are regular starters in most games. So to not having these guys, it hurts, and it does restrict the squad a lot for Thomas Tuchel. But I can understand losing to Leverkusen with the form that they're in, but when you're going in against other teams such as Bochum or even Lazio, even with the injuries that you have, you shouldn't be losing to these sides. Now, with all the respect to Lazio, with all the respect to especially Bochum, who were really good, we shouldn't be losing against teams like that. And despite our restricted squad, we still have one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best striker in the world. He did score, but he was still disappointing in my opinion. There's a lot is not going well towards Bayern at the moment. It's a mix of unluck, but at the same time, it's not completely just being unlucky. We don't deserve to be first in the table. We don't warrant winning the title at all. And I'm not even going to get into the other competitions, which the only competition we still have left is the Champions League, which we are one step away of losing if we do lose against Lazio. Which, if we do lose to Lazio, it's unfortunate, because it is a team we can beat. It's a team we have beaten in the past quite comfortably. And there's a lot of things that need to be fixed before the end of the season. Now, it has been said, like I said, that Thomas Tuchel is going to leave Bayern Munich at the end of the season. Now, who's going to replace him? I have no idea. There's rumors of it being Zinedine Zidane. There's rumors of it being Xabi Alonso. Whether it's Zidane or Xabi Alonso, I actually don't mind between who it is. If it's Zidane or Alonso, I'm perfectly fine with either of them. There's been talks of if Tuchel is to leave Bayern even before the end of the season, we're going to have an interim manager. That could be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't know. But like I said, I really do love Thomas Tuchel, but I think it is a time to go. I don't think he has that anymore. I think he's lost the dressing room. He's lost the fans for sure. A lot of fans are Tuchel out. It's understandable. He's not doing well. When you go against that game against Lazio, like I said, I mean, it was a little bit of a bozo moment from Upamecano, who, by the way, got through 2 straight red cards back-to-back, which is very concerning, and it's going to destroy his mentality even more. But again, you don't have to be going for those type of things. And Upamecano ultimately gave away the penalty for Lazio, for Ciro Immobile to score. And in that 3-2 game, obviously, as soon as he got the red card, just Bochum was all over us, really. So we didn't deserve to win any of those 3 games, and Bayern are just not looking good. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed, and the coach is one of them. Players, in my opinion, a lot of the players need to go. There's a lot of players I don't think, not that are not Bayern standard, but I don't think they take this Bayern job too seriously as much as they should. And I feel like this Bayern team kind of needs a whole, new revamp here, a new identity here, because the way this is going, Bayern are not looking good at all. And we saw that struggle coming in when Tuchel was first appointed. And, despite us having a fantastic first half of season, this second half has been absolutely tragic. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Tuchel in, Tuchel out? What do Bayern have to do to maintain their, 12th, 13th consecutive Bundesliga title? What do they need to do more? And can they even do it at this point, or is it too late? Let me know down in the comment section down below or on my social medias. Like I said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And here's to the best for my own club. I really hope we do well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Damn, I'm on red alert. Now she went up in the dirt, man. I don't wanna